Good morning, YouTube, and hello to all my wonderful friends across this big wide world. All of my wonderful friends from the east to the west, from the east to the west, from the north to the south. Oh, so many exciting and enchanting and energetic and enthusiastic people in the world. And all across the world, abundance is being poured out. And I am the spirit of that abundance this morning. I am waking up to a world of abundance. I am waking up to an exciting, marvelous day. And I'm sharing all these marvelous thoughts with all my marvelous, wonderful friends across the world, giving you thoughts of exhilaration, thoughts of ecstasy, thoughts of health, thoughts of healing, thoughts of abundance, joy, and prosperity. Oh, I'm sending it out across the world. Anyone that is ill, sick, or in lack, or in fear, I'm sending out thoughts of abundance. I'm sending out thoughts of healing. I'm sending out thoughts of power. I'm sending out thoughts of dominion. I am exhilaration. I am the spirit of abundance. I am healing power. I am joy. I am prosperity. We get up every morning and we know who we are. We have to get up and know who we are. We have to know that we are abundant. And we have to know that we are absolute health and that we're absolutely healthy. And we have to know that we're absolute energy and absolutely energetic. We have to know that we're absolutely exhilarated and absolutely have the spirit of exhilaration and express that spirit of exhilaration. So I say this morning, as we're waking up to a glorious day, a wonderful day, I say hello, 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 exhilaration. See, I'm saying hello to all of these spirit of feelings, all these feelings, and all this authority, and all this dominion. I'm saying hello to excitement. I'm saying hello to enchantment. I'm saying hello to energy. I'm saying hello to enthusiasm. And I'm saying hello to healing and health and enjoyment of life and quality of life. And I'm saying that across the world. I'm sending that across the world. I'm saying hello all across the world to all the people in the world. I'm saying hello to your abundance. I say, hello, you now have abundance. I'm saying, hello, you now have prosperity. I'm saying, hello, you now are enchanting. I'm saying, now you're energetic. Now you have excitement because I'm sending out a power and dominion and authority for you to lift your thoughts this morning. Let us lift up and say there is lifting up. Let there be light. Let there be energy. Let there be power. Let there be dominion all across the world. Let there be abundance and let there be plenty of money for everyone to have all of the things that they need and all of the things that they dream of and want, that all their dreams begin to come true, that all your demonstrations begin to happen, that all your manifestations begin to take place, and all things will be yours. That lifting up your thought to all things. Let's lift up our thought this morning to all wonderful things and all healing power and all abundance this morning. And we were saying on the program yesterday that let the awareness of omnipotent love and health saturate you. Lift your awareness to see and feel the complete omnipresence of all good substance and abundance. Tune in to it. Tune in to these thoughts that I'm saying. See, I'm so glad that everyone has tuned into the program, but also I'm so much more enthusiastic and excited and ecstatic about the fact that you're tuning in to abundance, and you're tuning in to health, and you're tuning into longevity, and you're tuning into quality of life. You're tuning into excitement, enchantment, energy, and prosperity this morning. I'm excited about that because I know that all you have to do is tune into it to have it. So let us tune into it. Let us tune into light. Let us tune into energy. Let us tune into joy. Let's tune into peace. Let us tune into all good things this morning. Lift your awareness to see and feel the complete omnipresence of all good. And as you become aware of it, so will it be. And as you say, I am prosperous, so you bring that prosperity into being. So you demonstrate that prosperity. So you manifest that prosperity. We are coexistent with prosperity. We're coexistent with abundance. We're coexistent with perfect health, with perfect mental ability, with perfect memory, with perfect dominion in all things. We're coexistent with it. So as we say, I am those things, we will have all of those things. We're already coexistent to them. We just haven't lifted up our heads. You lift up your heads just like they lifted up their heads to the serpent in the wilderness and were healed. Like they always said, lift up your eyes into the hills from which will come your understanding and your peace and your happiness. Lift up your eyes into the hills. Lift up your consciousness. Raise your consciousness. And realize that as the man thinketh, so is he. That means as your awareness is, so are you. So we're coexistent with all of this mind power and therefore able to be very creative. We are a powerful creator because we're coexistent with infinite creative power. And we're coexistent today with infinite creative energy. We're already coexistent with it. We just have to lift up our eyes into the hills of that creative power and let it begin to saturate us and imbue us. And we become imbued with all creative power. We become imbued with all creative energy. We become imbued with all healing power and health. We're able to heal other people, and we're able to receive healing for ourselves because we become imbued with that infinite healing power which we are coexistent with. Infinite mind is very abundant. Therefore, we should be abundant in our thinking. Why not be abundant in our thinking since we're coexistent with abundant, all abundant thoughts, all powerful thoughts? Every thought that has ever been thought is coexistent with us now. Yeah, and I got news for you. Just about every thought that's ever been thought is written down somewhere and recorded anyway, and you can find it in books and in libraries. And so anything that you need to know is there, and if it's not written down, the rest of it is present with you already in infinite mind. Whatever's not written down is present with you already anyway, because you're coexistent with infinite mind. And so either way, we've got all that we need for prosperity and abundance. So infinite mind being very abundant, we should be abundant then in our thinking and abundant in our creativity. In the overabundant energy available to us at any moment will always produce super mind power. It'll always, once we come into get into tune with it, we're going to have super mind power. We are coexistent with every creative thought that has ever been done and ever been anything that's ever happened. We're coexistent with it and can draw abundantly from this thought. We can draw upon every great and productive thought in omnipresent mind. and there's a lot there when you're talking about all presence. All present throughout the whole universe, all present, ever present, and all powerful, and we're coexistent with all of that. Therefore, we are totally boundless, and our thoughts have not only a boundless foundation, but they have a limitless ceiling. And so we're starting with a boundless foundation and moving up to an endless ceiling. It is not in attracting what someone else has, though, but in becoming aware of all that we have. We already have it all, and so we don't need to try to take from someone else or attract what someone else has, because we already have it all ourselves. We have total energy, creative power, and abundance right now as we raise our consciousness to see it. We are now one with it. We're absolutely one with everything we need. What do you need? What do you need to be healed of? What do you need to have? What artistic ability do you need to have? What writing ability to finish your book, to finish your painting? What ability do you need to finish that song you're working on? The ability to sing better, to speak better. What ability is lacking that you would like to have? You're already one with it, so receive it. Receive it and let it flow. And as you let it flow, you say, well, I have tried to let it flow, but it hasn't worked so far, or I don't know whether if I let it flow, it's going to work or not. Well, unless you let it flow, you're never going to know. So in order to know, you got to start letting it flow. And so just get in that river and let it flow, and then as it begins to flow, then you're going to know. And so we are now one with it. We are not in union with. We are right now in union with and coexistent with every good energy and a creative ability. What more could we ask? What more can we ask? How much better situation could we ever be in? How much better setup? You say, well, I didn't have a very good setup. I wasn't raised in a good setup, or the cards that I was dealt were not very good. But what better setup could anyone have? What better cards could you have been dealt than this? And that you're coexistent with every good energy and creative ability. It's impossible to have it any better. I don't have good luck. You couldn't have any better luck than what you already have, because everything is yours. Every good energy and creative ability is already within you. You just have to lift up your eyes to see it. Lift up your eyes into the hills to see how lucky you are. Lift up your eyes into the hills to see how prosperous you are. Lift up your eyes to the light to see how abundant you are. Lift up your eyes to the light and the energy that is here to see how rich and wealthy you already are. And then begin to rejoice about that. Rejoice and get up every morning and say, it's a wonderful day, and I will rejoice and be glad, because all of the infinite mind is already here with me right now, and so I will rejoice. And so I will rejoice knowing that I am abundant. I will rejoice knowing that I am prosperous. Not that I will be prosperous, but I will rejoice knowing that I am prosperous. Not that I will be healthy, but I will rejoice knowing that I right now am healthy. And all I have to do is lift up my eyes to the hills of that health, to that prosperity, to that abundance, to that energy, lifting up our awareness to it and knowing that it is present. As you look out upon the cosmos, the galaxies, and all the wonderful millions and millions and billions of stars, know that you have all that same power in your mind now. Your mind is much larger than an organic brain. Your mind's not an organic brain that is in the skull. Your mind is one with infinite mind and joined in, you're just like water in a river, and that river is just flowing with all kinds of power. And but if you don't open up your eyes to see it, the river will be flowing, but you will not get as much benefit from it. So your mind is much larger than an organic brain. It is never more than very fractionally contained in the space and location of your physical cranium. That's not your mind. Always think in terms of immediacy, and I'll have to talk to you on the video some more tomorrow.